Alexander Productions.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome to the Alexander channel. My name is Josh Alexander, and I'm so happy that you're here. You took some time out of your day to just watch this video. I'm coming to y'all right here at my house on this couch with this lovely Dallas Cowboys blanket right behind me. So anyways, let's get right back into it and start it off with episode number 1. Let me ask you a quick question. What do you think of when you hear the phrase, gotta stay locked in, locked in? What do you think of? Maybe you think of like locked in jail or locked in your dorm room or like locked in your car. It's crazy sometimes. So like right now we're all locked in our homes with our families, and because of quarantine, we can't do the normal things that we're just so used to be doing all the time. And many of us, we have a tendency to just try to be in control of everything around us, me included. But this pandemic is just a clear example of why we just can't be in control of everything around us all the time, And when circumstances come, we gotta learn how to adjust and embrace change to continue a strong mentality, a locked in mentality. Every year, there's always gonna be its ups and downs, but there's just never been such a culture shock where every individual around the whole world has just been affected. And not just with, COVID-19 going on, we as human beings, we have a moral conscience to make the decisions. And, sometimes we have to justify what is right for us in the moment. And, that can be either positive or negative, and God gives us the choice of free will. In our current situation right now, we got to learn the art of adaptability. It really is an art, when you get the hang of it. For me personally, and a lot of college students can confess to this, when we had to learn how to get used to the fact of coming back home and hopping back on our computers and doing school online and basically transferring to Zoom University. It was just a crazy experience, and it was a crazy shift for me because I was just, so used to being on campus all the time and trying to be involved and do all these things. And it was just a crazy experience for me. And for me being locked up in my house, it was just, it was a different game. It was a very different game for me. And I had to rewire myself and adjust and adapt to my environment so I could accomplish the goals or the objectives and the tasks that my professor has assigned for me. So God is the same way. God has objectives and God has tasks for us all the time, almost every day. And it's up to us. It's up to us to accept the challenge, or we could just blindly ignore it. Sometimes for his challenges, we got to learn how to adapt or change our lifestyle, in order for us to get closer with our relationship with God. I want you to develop this mentality right now. I want you to say to yourself, I want to do whatever it takes to dig deeper, to push till something breaks. I believe that this is my year to make something happen. This year is not done yet. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16, it says, do you not know that you are God's Spirit dwells in you? During this time, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Make yourself the best version of yourself and make every second count. Whenever I try to coach people, and if someone is just trying to attain a goal or a dream of them, or their dream for themselves, I always try to implement these 4 factors and put them into perspective for themselves. Number 1, I always tell them to have a plan. Number 2, consistency. Number 3 is your discipline. And number 4 is your patience. These are all vital. And I can absolutely guarantee if you can implement all of these 4 factors, you'll be one step closer to attaining your goal. And to be honest, out of all of these factors, I honestly think that probably the hardest one is going to be patience, because nobody's got time for that. Everyone wants to live in this microwave world where we want something quickly. But let me tell you, the Bible says in Romans 12:12, rejoice in hope, be patient in tribulation, be constant in prayer. Let me ask you a question. Who do you want to be? What is your identity? Let me tell you, your identity is through Christ. Your identity is through Christ. And you have kingdom blood that reigns through your veins. Know your self-worth and strive for the best version of you. You know, it's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of effort. It's going to take sometimes sweat. It's going to take sometimes with tears. But let me tell you, let's do this together. If this video had blessed you in any way, it would mean so much for me if y'all subscribe and commented and shared this video with your friends. You know, let's get better as a community and as leaders for Christ. Until next time, let's continue to work hard, stay humble, and be kind to one another. Good.
Alexander Productions.